What's going on, you guys? Here we are again, back to the channel, and today I'm talking about the last film I saw for January, Gretel and Hansel. Gretel and Hansel. Yeah. Okay, so this movie stars Sophia Lillis and is about it's basically a more grim version of the Hansel and Gretel fairy tale. Fairy tale that I'm not too familiar with. I mean, I vaguely know it. And this one takes more of a horror approach, and the title change was because the main people working on it wanted to focus more on Gretel's character and make her older, which I could see why they would want to do that. And when I heard about this movie, I was actually kind of excited. I thought it might be a really good horror film released in January. But after seeing it, I honestly wish I had stayed home instead of going to see this. Yeah, this movie was pretty terrible. Okay, I want to get into my positives first. Sophia Lillis says, Gretel, she's trying. Really trying. You can tell she's trying. Another thing I do want to point out is that the cinematography in this film is off the charts. Like, oh my god, it is so great. Like, this could have been a great horror film for that alone. But it's not. Apparently, this is very bleak. It's very bleak. It's very... I did feel it was a little bit long, despite the movie being under an hour and a half. It felt long, to be honest, because there are certain scenes that go on for so long, and the film feels like it's one big setup. But then, the ending comes around, and the final showdown begins, and it's not that long. It's only like under 10 minutes, and I was very disappointed by that. I really thought there could have been a lot more added to this movie, but it did feel long compared to the runtime that it was given. But there wasn't too much going for it, and I was very disappointed by what they did with this movie. I was very... Oh my gosh. This movie is it's bland, and I could tell that a lot of characters in the film had different accents than where they're at, because normally when you're in a specific country, people have the same accent, but in this movie, they had different ones. And there's a scene towards the beginning where if they had stayed there in there's a location where they're at after they leave their home. It's home to this black guy. If they had stayed there, the movie probably could have been better than if they stayed with the witch. It could have been better, but it's not. And the thing is that this movie did have a lot going for it, and I could tell that the people creating this movie really had a lot of passion for what they were doing, but they probably had too much passion and didn't fully pay attention to what they were doing. They got the cinematography right. Some of the acting was okay. I mean, yeah, Sophia Lillis was trying, you could tell. But in the long run, this movie was bad. I do not recommend you guys see it. I do think it has better reviews than it deserves. But all in all, the cinematography and the acting were good. And I'm going to have to give this movie a D+. Yeah, so I wish I had stayed home. I actually was halfway through Inception before I went to go see this, and I wish I had stayed home and finished it. So yeah, that's a bummer. So guys, thank you for watching this review. Look forward to more coming up in the future, and I'll see you guys next time.